Yep.
Hello.
Yep. New music.
I like the music, mate.
That's what you got to do. You have to drop it in every time. Little intro thing.
Yeah.
Episode 4.
Episode fucking 4.
Live.
Live and direct.
Live and direct on YouTube.
Yeah.
From a pub. A pub. An actual pub.
Better than a studio.
Yeah. We've changed it up.
Cheers, Pete.
Cheers.
Mate.
Oh,
Cheers.
What are you having?
This is
Beer.
Beer Moretti, mate. Shout out to Beer Moretti.
Pint of Guinness.
I've done a shout already to Beer Moretti, and it's the best beer available. And, but also there is other beers available also.
There are other alternative beers. So yeah, we are live from the 3 Horseshoes, Whetstone, Northwest London.
Live and direct.
No, I say Northwest London. We're trying to sound posh.
No, it's not. It's North London. It's just North London. That's it.
When you're from where I'm from, it's Northwest with a bit.
Is that what it is?
With a tinge of West.
Yeah, I'm all right, mate. You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah. Oh, let me get my mic closer. Yeah, not too bad.
Get your mic in a bit closer, mate.
It's
you know what I mean?
These are a bit.
Well, Guinness, it's a bit heavy for me. I don't like it. It's too heavy.
Yeah,
it's too heavy for me. I don't like it. I'm not into it.
I like it. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, you're right. What you been up to?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm just same old, mate. You know what I'm going to do though? While we're doing this, because we had an issue with the stream earlier, I'm going to make sure it's actually streaming.
Yes, this is. I will be honest with you. This is the second take. We'll just say this. This is the second take.
It's my mistake though. To be fair,
we thought we were live for ages, but it's all right. We're only talking about.
You know what? I'm a little bit quiet on it. I can't hear myself.
Really?
As good as normal.
I'll get you up. Go on.
I'll
get you up.
Hit me up a little bit. Hit me up.
Oh, Jesus.
I need a bit of sound.
No, I'll get you up.
Testing. Yeah.
Do you know what it is? You need to be right on the mic.
Yeah, but I don't be like, hello. My name. Who's Brian?
That's a good thing.
That's a quote out of what film?
Bronson.
What a film. If you haven't seen it, I recommend it because it's a fantastic movie. What's happening with you, mate? What's been new?
Not much. We are not much. We are, as we discussed, went to a wedding. Big shout out to Aaron. He's not here. He's not here today. We're missing him today. Yeah.
He's not about.
Married life changes. But he's still part of our team, so don't go nowhere.
He is part of the team.
Big shout out to Aaron.
He's just
we love
not about at the moment. And it is working now. Thank fuck.
Yay!
Because I can see it there, so I'll leave that. I'll put my phone away now, but I'm fucking fuming. Do you know what I mean? Talking shit for half an hour. Yeah,
and let us know. Give us some feedback. Is this better? We love the decor. Big shout out to Donald who runs the pub. He's letting us he put this lovely array of flowers in behind us.
You know what I said? The studio was too sanitised.
It was.
So this is way better.
You can't have a sesh. You can't have a podcast. You can't have a sesh in a studio to start with. You have to have one in a pub. All things like that.
Yeah. Well, celebrities, not celebrities, like all singers, they get mad in the studio, don't they? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
we're not Biggie Small.
Nah, we're not Biggie duets.
Do me a line and I'll give you some lyrics.
Yeah, exactly.
It was all a dream.
Yeah. Shout out Biggie.
Yeah, I love Biggie. One of my favourites.
I watched a documentary about like Tupac and Biggie recently. It was really good.
Was it on Netflix?
It's on Netflix, yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, you should watch it.
I cancel my Netflix account.
Why?
I think there's too much teenage crap on it.
There is a lot of teenage, but there's some good. Yeah, but there's some good documentaries on there.
I love Amazon Prime.
You're Prime,
yeah,
man.
I'm very selective. Like I just go, this is what I want to watch. Shut up. I'm going to pay £1 for it.
But I don't like paying for it.
No, I know, but I'd rather do that than go, shall I watch this crap? And it's crap. Do you know what?
How much is Amazon? It's like £6-7 a month.
Yeah, but you get free delivery, so technically it's nothing. If you look at it like that. Yeah, I mean, if you use Prime, you get 2 items. Yeah, I mean, you use Prime all the time.
I love Prime.
I love Prime. I must get 20.
Shout out Jeff Bezos.
Shout out Jeff. Oh, if you want to endorse the show, let us know. Yeah. These lovely stands, where do these come from?
They're from Amazon.
They're from Amazon.
Yeah. I think everything's pretty much from Amazon. But no, I love Amazon, and I'm a Prime man. But I don't like paying for something I'm sort of paying for already.
The Zone, I pay for the Zone as well.
Yeah, I've.
You cancelled yours?
No, I've got the Zone still.
Yeah,
$7.99 now, isn't it?
Shout out to Eddie, endorse us.
Eddie. Yeah, it's $7.99.
You shit yourself, didn't you? Yeah.
Oh, you shit yourself, didn't you, mate? You know what? It's really funny. It's actually true, right? And he's right what he did because you know what? In like. Imagine like them.
Are we just going to go straight into this whole? Should we just go straight into the big,
right, so fight night? Eddie, too right.
Let's do it.
Eddie was fucking fuming because his mate, and it's his mate, and obviously he works for him, but it's his mate still. Lost a fight, really important fight, and if that guy was in a pub and then some guy walked past and called you a pussy,
he called him a pussy. Yeah.
It was a pussy, wasn't it? Yeah, you get knocked out, mate. Yeah. So, like, quite rightly so. And I think because he's a celebrity, he ain't going to do it. But I'm glad he did it.
Well,
and apparently the guy shit his pants, which I love. Yeah. So, respect, mate.
Well, also, Eddie is about 6'5". People, just because he hangs around with boxers, he ain't little.
Silver spoon boy.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, he's a lump, isn't he?
He's still a big geezer.
I think he'll down like a bag
when
of
you're
shite.
when you're standing next to someone like Derek and you know Anthony Joshua and all these boys, you're not going to look like the oldest bloke in the world. But I reckon he could probably, you know, he'd be that big lump in most pubs where you go, don't really, and he knows.
Or is he the guy who gets started?
He might not be a boxer, hang on. But I reckon he knows how to throw a punch.
Would he be if it was average Eddie Hearn, no one knew, and he was in the boozer? Would people go after him because knowing that he's a nice guy, and if they start on him, they look hard. You know, you get them guys who get started on where they're like they're big lumps.
I reckon he can generally.
Well, have a bit.
I reckon he can.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, because he used to box a little bit when he was younger, didn't he?
I don't know. Did he?
Not too much. He was like, "Oh, ain't really for me."
He ain't got a nose for it, mate.
Just because he ain't gone pro or turned pro, he's watched plenty of boxing. He probably does a nice bit of. He's probably a fit guy generally. He does seem to exercise quite a bit. I reckon. Your average guy is not going to want to have a fight with your average guy Eddie Hearn because he's still a big geezer.
Yeah, okay.
If you've got a bit, you've got a bit.
Well, anyway, so some fucking idiot called him a pussy and then he fucking put it on him.
Too right. And
so
the thing
respect.
Is, he takes a lot of banter, all like...
I'll go on then.
All the time. Yeah, but...
I'll go on then.
Like, remember the Eddie Hearn... Remember the Tony Bellew, David Hay presser in Liverpool?
Yes.
The amount of like... Boo! He comes out, he gets booed and jeered, like boo. Like
he's a bad guy.
He's a pantomime villain.
Villain. Yeah,
and he plays on that, and that's cool because he's like, do you know what? As long as everyone's having a good time, and
he puts a show on, doesn't he?
Fucking hell! Listen, I'm a Spurs fan. I'll tell you this: Tottenham Hotspurs never looked so good.
It was fucking sexual.
I don't give a shit. I don't care what any gooner tells me.
Yeah, it's got a bit.
They must have been sitting there Saturday night going, fucking hell. Like I was away for the weekend, and I am sitting there. I was watching it, and. Obviously, AJ's come out. He's listened to. I don't know what he did. His first bit of music, and he's gone up between the A and the J.
Yeah, go on.
He's gone up between the A and J, and no easy way out for Rocky Ford.
There's no easy way out,
mate. I'm telling you, mate. AJ standing there giving it this,
mate. Rocky,
yeah.
I goosebumps.
Mate, the fucking stadium has got fireworks going off. I was literally like. I live like 2 miles from here. What the fuck am I doing? Not there. Like this is unbelievable. The world champion is fighting for like a unified title at my ground, my club, and it's unbelievable. It looked like what an event. Like listen, people talk about Eddie Hearn, Frank Warren. Listen, mate, there's no one in Eddie Hearn.
There's levels.
There's no one in his league.
Levels.
There's no one in his league compared to even his dad didn't throw shit like that. That's unbelievable.
His levels, mate. He's by far the best
promoter out there
in the world.
Miles,
in the world.
By fucking miles.
Yeah, respect.
All the others, it's in Vegas. It's a Madison Square Garden.
Hang on,
and I get they put the big fights on, but it doesn't, the spectacle.
Listen, hang on. No,
the spectacle.
But I've been Hatton Mayweather, mate.
Mate, if you were there the other night, you would have been like, fuck my life.
No, it's real.
Wow.
I'm not saying it isn't, right? What I'm saying is, I've been to them big Vegas ones before. Mayweather, Madonna. There's different energy.
Oh, yeah. I'm not saying that.
But that... visually, like I imagine, spectacle, you know what? And it's really good for Britain, right? Or that'll be watched all around the world, and everyone's like, "Fuck me."
Yeah, fighters would have been like, "I want to fight
in England.
I want to fight there."
Yeah, and that's
the kind of shit that makes Canelo go, "I want to fight there."
Well, I'll tell you, I guarantee you now. After that, Canelo will be like, by far.
Right. So arguably,
I can just while we're on the subject of Canelo, we'll go back on Josh in a second. 100%. He had a press up with Caleb Plant, and then Caleb tried to hit him, and then he just slipped it and went ping ping.
I like the way Caleb was like, oh. If he could do that to me in 10 seconds, so I really want to spend 36 minutes in the ring with him.
If he done that against like Joe Bloggs in a pub, he'd be like, I've got a bit. But to do the speed, to duck the slap what he was going to get, and then to give him a double crunch, right? Yeah. In that moment against the fellow world champion. Yeah. Unbelievable.
Yeah, he's pound for pound. Would you say that
what?
Alexander Usyk is
number two for
pound per pound?
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. It's a bit like there's going to be loads of people over the next 3, 4, 5, 6 months that are going to sit there and
hang on. I say he's number 2 purely because I still I know he's world champion, right? Unified, but he's still in my eyes a cruiserweight. Yeah, he's a very small heavyweight.
Not today. He ain't now, mate.
No, but the reason I say that is because I think if Tyson Fury fights him, Fury beats him. Easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
I don't see... I see it that way. I still think... I
say he's number 2 because of what he done at Cruiser as well. I think so you have to respect he's done Cruiser and Heavy, so he has to be number 2. But I still think Tyson beats him.
So
I know he beats him.
Would you say tactics changed?
Hello.
This is the authenticity of a real studio.
You don't get this in a studio.
Yeah, you don't get this in a studio.
You get the police driving past, police chase.
They're going to kick someone out the boozer in a minute, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, they're probably you.
Well, right, yeah.
Yeah, go on. What are you saying?
So, what I was going to say was, right, with tactics changed for the second fight with Usyk.
Oh, Josh.
With Josh. Do you think there's any way can he get the result by changing it? Because we're all going to say so.
Let me tell you then. There's a few variables in that factor, right? I don't wish anyone lose their job, but whoever told Josh to fight like that, if it was Rob McCracken or the other fellow who's just signed up, I can't remember his name now, the other guy, right? Whatever his name, I'll find his name in a minute. It's like Spanishy sort of.
What you're going to say is, whoever turned around and said, "Why don't you try and outbox the boxer?"
Then you're out. Yeah. You should be sacked straight away, right? So whether that was, but Rob's head trainer. So in my opinion,
busy at the Olympics, by the way.
Exactly, that's part of the reason as well. But I was trying to listen. So I watched the fight, right, and I was trying to listen to what Rob was saying to him in the corner between the rounds, and the sound wasn't great. You couldn't hear it very well. Even the commentators, even when they pan back to Eubank and Josh Taylor, you couldn't hear. The sound guy was at a shit night because
maybe it might have been on purpose.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. The sound was shit, but it might have been because it was too loud at the stadium, right?
Of course.
But
Spurs, isn't it?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's better than when Spurs play. I tell you, the atmosphere there was unbelievable. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
But
sorry to cheer about.
Yeah, but we're saying someone's going to win.
I say that.
But saying that the home team lost again. So, but listen, Rob McCracken's got to go, in my opinion.
Got to go.
Wow, he's got to go. He's out.
Wow,
mate. He's borderline Nuno, mate. Him and Nuno. I don't know who's worse the tactics, Nuno or him. I both shockers. Do you know what I mean? Both linked to Tottenham. But I think he'll get a new trainer in, someone who's going to tell him what to do. And what Anthony needs to do is use his natural attributes, which are size, power, strength. 100%. So what he should have went in there for, and what Derek, and everyone said it, it's not just me or you or anyone else, everyone knows this. Every man and his dog knows this, right? That all Josh had to do was get on him early, beat him up, hold him down, weigh him down, and tire him out. But instead, he tried to box the boxer, and by eighth round, he was knackered, he was spent, because Josh got so much muscle.
Did you feel that, when you watched it, did you feel that fight had a lot of pace to it? It was a fast-paced fight, wasn't it?
It was okay. It wasn't that. I mean, it was more Usyk. Usyk got a lot of mileage.
When you're talking about heavyweight,
his feet were fantastic.
When you're talking about heavyweight,
a heavyweight fight, yeah.
AJ's probably never fought anybody at that same pace before. In the same weight division. Pulev don't move that quick. Povetkin.
No.
Maybe
Parker a little bit.
Yeah.
Parker's got a bit of...
Maybe Ruiz, because he tried to keep that one kg.
No.
Well, then again, Ruiz didn't even really move, did he? In the second fight?
Ruiz did not move.
Didn't move anywhere.
Ruiz was moved from the sofa, off the couch, to fight him, mate, because he was out partying every week. It's terrible.
Too many straight lines for AJ. Kept moving backwards in straight lines.
It was
doesn't move. It was the
work. I mean, I rate Josh. I mean, he's no Tyson Fury, which I think everyone knows that now, and I've been saying that for a long time. He's not as good as Tyson. Tyson's a natural, but Tyson is bred in him. He's a natural. I
still feel
boxer.
like if AJ goes in there, is it like people keep saying that he adapts to the fighters? Like, who? AJ, he tries to adapt to everyone he fights. If he's fighting someone big, he'll go in big and heavy.
But he should have went back to basics and put it on him.
He is the champ. Why should he have to adapt to anybody?
It's not about adapting. Whoever told him to do them tactics should be banished out of that team. Similar as that. But you know what? In a weird way, if he wins the rematch, then it's all... You know what? It gets forgotten about. Like the Ruiz fight, it gets forgotten about.
If he wins that, he becomes... one of only 3 men to be 3-time world heavyweight champion.
In fact, good luck to him. And he's young enough, and he's fit enough to do it. There's no issues.
Someone
with
said
that.
retire.
Well,
really?
Yeah, but I think people who say that is what they look at. They go, well, he's won everything. He's got his bank balance. Has he still got that
the desire?
Get up in the morning.
I bet, 100%.
At 4 a.m. for a jog. I'm sure he has. I'm not saying he hasn't. But what happens with people, and it's just natural that as they get older. They've got everything they want. It's hard to go jogging at 4 a.m. in silk pajamas, which is a famous saying.
Sugar Ray Leonard today.
Yes, it's a very famous saying, and it's the most truest saying that it's hard to do that, right? So if he's still got it, then good. What people are suggesting he hasn't got it, and I'm not saying he hasn't got it, but if he hasn't got it, then maybe it is time to retire. But I think he's still got it. I think he's hungry for it. Yeah, so, and you know that because after the fight, the first thing he said was, when the rematch started, I read today that his manager's saying about suggesting the Olympic Stadium in Kiev for the second one. No.
Going to Matey's backyard.
I don't like that at all. It's not Rocky in Russia, mate. It's not, we're going to fight, Russia. Like, no, he ain't going to start running down roads with the KGB chasing him.
Two worlds collide.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Nations.
Like pulling rocks on a bit of rope and all that. Do you know what I mean?
It's your special entourage.
It's your entourage. Just two KGB geezers following you about. Nah, you all right, mate? Do you know what I mean? It's not that as well. They put something in his drink and then he'll get popped for something. Do you know what I mean? So it's no good. Now that fight, it might be the only place it'll be in the UK because it'll be February, March. Will be the Millennium in Wales.
Principality, yeah.
But I imagine
Is it Principality for talent?
Principality, isn't it?
Principality, whatever it is.
Yeah, it's Millennium Stadium.
Millennium Stadium.
Yeah, just let's leave it as that. It's Wales.
Wales.
But I actually reckon it's going to be in Saudi.
Nah.
Yeah, perfect time of year. Weather's be good. Perfect. Saudi. February, Saudi. So it's going to be. The Saudis are going to bid for it. Because what happens
is
they got these site fees they pay more than what you get from the stadium. So I reckon, because this fight's going to be massive. People now are like, oh, you shouldn't fight him. The time it comes around in February, everyone will be fucking pissing their pants for that fight. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Because because the Zone are doing some really good stuff as well with following the boxers. They want to start doing like sort of more like sort of documentary sort of stuff. So there's going to be one.
They do some already, yeah.
Yeah, they're going to start. I think they'll do one for that, and everyone will be fucking crying out for that fight. Time February, March comes, and I reckon it'll be Saudi, and because COVID, hopefully by then should be okay. We can travel to Saudi and all that. I think it's going to be the Saudis will want it because it's the biggest fight of the year. Regardless, it's the biggest fight next year. Whichever way it goes, it's the biggest fight. And it's going to generate so much money.
Do you think this is a good thing for boxing?
Yes.
Because I mean, how long have we said? Fury's got the belt and AJ's got a belt, and
it's amazing for Britain that is, but for the world, it needs to go around a bit. Do you know what I mean?
No, but let's say it won't be a bad thing for boxing if Usyk wins the rematch. Because you'll start to get some movement.
No. You say that.
In the trajectory of how these guys are meeting each other.
No. It's better if Josh wins it. Reason being, because next summer, you're not going to have, aren't you? Fury, Joshua. That's what you're going to get in the summer, mate. See, which means mental.
I've got to be a little bit, because I think you can get Fury, Josh. If
no,
Josh,
you won't even lose this again.
No, not obviously if you
I can't see it because
what I'm saying
Dillian want to shout. Well, Usyk want to fight Fury. And then you got Wilder.
That was my next question. Surely, when is it? Next week? You got Wilder, Fury 3.
Yes, right? Can't wait for it.
Yeah,
we're doing a live poddy for that one.
Which we are going live.
4 a.m, but we'll have like cups of coffee and a bit. I want to make breakfast.
Be a rum in it. But
Irish coffee. We're going Irish because he's a bit Irish, isn't he, old Fury? So
we'll have Irish coffee.
Yeah, I'm not. I'll be having normal coffee and go back to bed afterwards. Yeah, do you know what I mean? I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, a little wink at that one. We'll see. No, definitely not. Or we just stay out all night and then do it at 4 a.m. pissed. Yeah. All right, coming live.
We called the Sesh cast.
Yeah, of course we go. Mate. No way, mate. No way. But no, I mean, Fury's winning the fight next week.
Yeah, so I can't see that going any other way.
Oh, no way.
But however, there's only so many times you can go up against the bronze bomb before you're going to swallow one of them booms.
He swallowed a couple. He swallowed a few, mate.
Right. So I reckon he'll go through it. I do reckon I reckon he'll get through it anyway.
All day, yeah.
So he gets through that.
Yeah.
Usyk, AJ have got a rematch.
It could be.
Surely.
No, it could be.
Surely. I'll tell you this now.
It could be Dillian
right.
Fury.
Yeah, and I'll tell you this right now. Go on. I'm not the biggest. I don't mind Tyson Fury, but I'm not his biggest fan. I think he's half full of shit, to be honest, right?
Well, I think he just sells tickets.
No, I think he's full of shit.
Why is he full of shit?
I just think he says.
I love him, by the way. But go on.
I know you do, but this is great. Yeah?
Go on.
So there's there's certain things he says, and I'm just kind of like, you're talking bollocks, mate.
But that's part of his game.
No, I know, but I'm telling you now, if he beats Wilder, right,
which he will,
if he ain't calling out for the early part of next year, Dillian Whyte, he's a shithouse, in my opinion. In his own famous words.
Hang on a minute.
Hold on. How long has Dillian been waiting?
Don't matter about that. But you can't call Tyson a shithouse. You fucking scumbag.
Of course I can.
Take that back.
Well, he would be if he doesn't do that. Come on, mate.
Mate, are you sure? He's fighting the geezer as the hardest puncher in history of heavyweight boxing. in Deontay. Yes, mate.
He knocked out Ortiz.
Mate, he put me to bed with his bit of wind across
Listen,
me.
I'm not.
Do you know what I mean? That won't hit him.
I was only trying to quote Fury his own words. He'll jump on the podcast and beat me up.
Yeah,
I'm Tyson. I'm sorry. Now listen, I have got. We'll talk from what he's come back from and what he did. Unbelievable. But
we saw, you know what? You know, and he always says it, right?
Unbelievable.
He
lost
says,
like the weight of a human being.
Yeah, I know, it's mental.
That's unbelievable.
We sat behind him at the in Monte Carlo, and he always brings that point up because we offered him drinks, and he was like, "No, I'm not drinking anymore." That's what he said when I was like, "Do you want a pint?"
Yep.
He said no, and that's when he first started to get back into it. Yeah, that was it, and I'm glad I met him then. Do you know what I mean? To go, oh, and then because when they do a film, which they will. They'll do a life story film of Tyson, which will be fucking amazing. I can't wait for it. It'll be like when he retires, right? They'll do a film about it.
Did you hear who he wanted to have play him? Did you hear this?
No, go on.
He said Denzel Washington.
Classic Tyson Fury. He's a nutter. But like...
Everyone was like...
I mean, you have to get some tall fucker, wouldn't you? Because, you know, you can't go there 5 for 10 geese. Like, yeah, I'm Tyson Fury, mate. No, you have to be like...
Vince Vaughn is...
You know what? Vince Vaughn actually could do it because he's a tall fucker and he's lost his hair as well.
Yeah.
So he can fucking do it, definitely. Do you know what I mean? But no, Tyson wins it, hands down, he's gotta be sorted.
He's got to be calling out Dillian Whyte. I mean, Dillian Whyte gives him shit all the time on social. If I was Fury and I win that fight, I'd be like, oi, Frank, Bob, make it happen.
Not Frank.
Whoever's making it, Bob, he's my mandatory anyway. He always said, I've got a few fights left, and he always said, I'll give Dillian his shot because he's been waiting so long. Well, hopefully he's a man of his word. He does that. And I would love to see that fight.
Oh, me too, mate.
Because
Whyte. I love it. But that's something. So Dillian Whyte.
Either way it goes, let me tell you. Andy Hearn wins. He gets either if AJ pulls it off on the rematch, which
I think he will. I think he will change his team around.
I think if he comes in 18.5, really heavy, and just irons like goes in like he was back in the day.
Back in the day,
destroys his geezer.
Yeah, that's it. Boom. Yeah. But can I say one thing, right? Regards to the Fury Dillian fight, right? Dillian is a better version of Derek Chisora. Would you agree?
Yeah, he's got a better jab.
Yeah, he's just a better version of the same sort of fighter.
But he's an exciting fighter to watch.
Yeah, I know it. I'm not saying
he's the kind of guy that Derek. Just when you think he's about to get knocked out, left hook, crunch.
What I'm trying to say to you is this, right? Tyson fought Derek twice. The first fight was a little bit...
Yeah, beat him up.
But the second one fucking annihilated him. And I think Tyson will just annihilate Dillian because...
I just want to see it.
I want to see it.
I just want to see Dillian get what he deserves. Yeah. Not beaten up. He's shot. He actually gets his opportunity.
Look, I don't feel sorry for Dillian. He's probably got about £10 million in the bank. He's doing all right. Yeah, all right? But I know it's obviously nice that he can fight for the World Championship, which he will at the time.
You know what? He'll probably sit there and go, do you know what? If AJ... And let's say that, Fury wins it and he goes, right, you know what, I'll rest on my laurels until AJ wins his rematch. If he wins his rematch, that unified fight comes about, and then let's say AJ takes all the belts, he'd probably go, I'll fucking love to fight AJ for them belts because I am mandatory for that WBC and I will have. I don't know who actually gets it first though, if it'd be Joyce.
I think Joe Joyce is next, if I'm honest with you.
Of the winner of the Fury?
No, actually, no. Sorry, no.
They can do it if they want to unify the belts.
No. So that is a mandatory. That WBA was a mandatory. So they're now back to they're on the back now. So then it'll be the IBF is next on Usyk and Josh's side because it goes. So say you got 3 belts. So then the 3 belts then work out who's first, second, third. So the BA now that was a mandatory BA. Yeah, it could be that. They get stripped.
Was it weird that he had a rematch contract clause in a mandatory fight? Is that something?
That is weird. Yeah. But when you're fighting Josh and you're getting paid for it, a lot of money, you will sign that contract.
You'll sign what you want.
But the problem
All right then.
So the same thing happened with Klitschko Fury. When Klitschko beat Fury, soon as Fury signed for the second fight, which he had to, because he had a rematch clause, right? He lost the IBF because the IBF mandatory was due within 30 or 45 days, whatever it was. So straight away, they sent him a letter saying, if you don't defend your belt against their number 1 mandatory, then you're being stripped. So what might happen now is you might see them belts being fragmented because there might be a mandatory due, which there will be. So them other 2 belts, he might get stripped of them belts, at least one of them. So that will open up because of the mandatory. So there'll be a certain time frame where the next mandatory will be due. And, and if he's fighting Josh, right, because he's the champion, right, if he fights Josh, then he'll be stripped of that belt. So then it'll go to number one mandatory, number two mandatory, get offered it, and then it goes down.
You just want to see Tyson win it all, don't you, really?
Well, Tyson will win it all if he has a chance. Because Tyson is the best.
Yeah.
Okay. It's simple as that. Like, he fights basically like a middleweight, but he's heavyweight. Like, do you genuinely think that Fury would lose to any of them boxers? Any of them? Usyk, Josh?
I think AJ would have the
really after this
closest opportunity
after this weekend.
If he try to box him,
listen.
If he goes in with the same tactics he went in with on Saturday, no. But if he goes in to blast him out, he's got a much better chance fighting, not trying to box boxers.
I don't think you can blast him out. I think he's got a gypsy gene in him. He just takes a punch.
How do you think Usyk would do? You'd think Fury would use his weight, make it awkward.
Same what he did to Wilder. Weigh him down, tire him out, and then beat him up.
Yeah. Okay.
Body.
He's a big guy, isn't he?
Chop him down, and then the show's over. That's it. Ends in 6-7 rounds, easy. Right, and that's it. It might last to the end, who knows? But I'd say probably he beats him up for a good few rounds and just ends it. Because I think that the ref will just stop it because it'll be too one-sided. That's what I believe would happen. Because I genuinely think Tyson's the best out there.
I mean, really, Sky Sports Boxing done really well at this. They're like, well, this is your last fight on our contract. Oh, by the way, you've just lost your belts. Woof, we timed that all right.
No, but you might be right. It depends on what DAZN do. So basically, Josh will only sign with DAZN if DAZN do pay-per-view. But DAZN's whole model is it's not pay-per-view, it's subscription.
It's subscription, yeah.
But it's not enough money for him because he knows he can sell. Like,
is that a fact? Is that what they've said?
Basically, like, in the UK, like that done over 1 million buys, that Usyk fight, right? The rematch will do probably 1.5 million buys on pay-per-view.
Because now everyone's curious, can he win
so
it
Sky,
back?
how it works with Sky and their pay-per-view, the fighter gets half, Sky get half. That's how it works. So if it's 28 quid, he's getting 14 quid.
Is that what it was? Fuck me, it weren't 28 quid.
27.99.
Is that what that was?
26.99, 27.99.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Jeez.
Yeah. So he gets half that dough, 14 quids of it, right? So that's how it works. So is DAZN going to give Josh 1.5 million of 14 quid, whatever that fucking works out, because I'm shit at maths, but basically a lot of money. Do you know what I mean? Right? A serious amount of dough, right? Not going to do it. Because I don't think, well, they might do. They've got enough money to do it. The guy who owns it is like multi-billionaire. Do you know what I mean? He's one of the richest guys in the world. He's richer than God. Do you know what I mean? So it depends on that. But I can see him staying at Sky on that contract. So he signed with Eddie last week for life, as in his sporting life.
Okay.
Yeah,
is that how long that contract was for?
Well, it is now. He's on a new contract, saying basically...
And with Eddie to the end of my career.
Yeah. Which doesn't mean much because it's a promotional deal, but it'll only be especially a management deal. So he's like the manager, and Eddie will recommend. I mean, if BT come in and said we'll do pay-per-view and give you 70% of the part of the pay-per-view, he might go with BT because he's that well known. He could go to any subscription service. YouTube could sign him because not being funny. I mean, how many buyers do they do on YouTube?
Yeah, it's true.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it'd be ridiculous. It doesn't have to be Sky or BT at the main ones. It could be anyone. ITV are in pay-per-view at the moment, so they could do it. Do you know what I mean? But more than likely, he'll stay with.
So who are the new?
Sky, unless DAZN change their model.
Who are the new promoters on Sky now?
Boxer, which is Ben Shalom. I think that's his name. Shalom.
Ben Schlong.
No. Don't take the piss out of his name. Ben Shalom, I think his name is.
Okay.
He's a youngish guy, and they've got some, like, you know, they've got Eubank, haven't they? They've got Huey Fury, Savannah Marshall.
Oh, they got Huey Fury. I didn't know.
Huey. Yeah, I mean, Huey's limited. He's no Tyson.
No. But he's trying to build a stable.
Yeah. They've got a little bit of a stable going on. They've got they've got a bit like, you remember that old thing what Eddie Hearn used to do, the fight thing they used to do, like there's 6 fights in a night, and then it whittled down to one winner. What's the name of it?
Like a super series?
No, it wasn't super series. It was all done in one night. What's it called again?
Oh, I am.
Do you know what I mean? Do you remember that?
Yeah, I think I know what you mean.
Yeah, it was that. So it's basically they do a similar thing to that, right? Manage is involved in it. Paulie Manage, ex-boxer.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's involved in it financially. There's a few of them, but they've got a Sky contract. But also Sky's main one is obviously Bob Arum's Top Rank. So, but Top Rank is a Top Rank. Obviously, most of the fights will be in America. is no one wants to step up to 4 in the morning to watch a fight, do they?
Not
It's not
really,
British.
unless it's
like a British guy.
or Canelo.
Yeah, but it's not with Canelo. Canelo's with his own.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. That kind of fighter,
yeah. So they got this boxer, but they're basically independent now. So Sky before had a locked-in contract with Matchroom where it's only Matchroom fighters and Eddie Hearn run boxing at Sky. Now they can go to any promoter really. So it opens it up more. I'm glad the more promoters in boxing is better for boxing because it gives But now you got the Zone. So all these other boxers who are not on the Zone, they wouldn't even get on the TV fights if they're on the Zone because obviously they're not quite high up. Whereas now they're going to get bumped up, so they've got more chance of becoming household names. Do you know what I mean? So,
well, I mean, Eubank Senior made his name on Sky Sports, and now it looks like Eubank Jr is going to be like
he's the face.
He's the face. Yeah,
he's the face. But
face.
It's difficult to have a face of their boxing for a guy who's limited as well because. No, he's a good athlete.
Not even limited in his fighting ability, but limited in the amount of actual fights he has. I mean, it's not like if you're going, we're going to make him the guy that's fighting. How often does he fight? He fights like every other year. We could have one event every other year.
Yeah, no, I think he's going to fight more now because he never had a promotional deal. But, he's got Roy Jones in his corner now.
Which can only make you better.
Oh, yeah, Roy Jones is a legend. Do you know the Roy Jones story? And I met Roy Jones. Have you heard this one?
Did you par him off?
Parred him right off. Didn't mean to. What happened was, we're Monaco.
One of the greatest fighters ever lived.
He's a ledge, right? But we just literally got to Monaco. It was a bit of a nightmare. We missed our flights. We had to drive to Monaco from Toulouse. They got murdered in some local village the night before. It was a bit of a nightmare, to be honest with you, because we missed our flights because my mate wanted to have another pint at the bar before we got on the plane. It was an absolute nightmare. And it was Ryanair, so if you're like 1 minute late, they can be late, but if you're late, you're out. So anyway, we get to the fight anyway. Get to the fight, and I've seen Max Kellerman, who's a commentator, famous guy.
Yeah.
I just didn't even clock it. I didn't even realise it was him, Roy Jones. I was going, sorry, mate, get in the way, mate. I got a selfie with Max Kellerman, and I'm like, basically, sorry, geez, just like fuck off, sort of thing like that. And there's a picture of me, Max Kellerman, and then Roy Jones just fuming behind me. I should get it put on the wall really because it's a really good picture.
Oh mate, have you got it?
I've got it. Yeah,
mate, you got to do that.
Literally,
that's going up here.
Just fucked him off.
Yeah,
he's like
this.
He's like that, screaming like that. And
you got to put that there.
And I was just like, "Was that Roy Jones?" I was like, I don't know why. I wasn't even thinking. I just saw Max and was like, "He's a ledge." I just wanted a picture of Max. But it's quite funny. But he wasn't happy. I mean, the thing is, he was thinking, how fucking dare this guy palm me off for Max Kellerman? Because normally he'd be like, Roy, give a picture. Fuck off, Max Kellerman.
He must have just thought for a minute, you don't know.
He must have thought I was on the wind-up. Do you know what I mean? Have you ever seen that one the old one where people used to they see a celebrity?
I bet Max Kellerman was like,
I know.
Got a bit, haven't I? Mate's pushing matey out. Yeah. Man's pushing Roy Jones out of the way to get to me.
Yeah, I've just manhandled Roy Jones Jr., legend of boxing. I'm like, fuck off, geezer. I've got a picture of me and Max. But, years ago, you'd see a celebrity, you go, can I have a picture? And then you give them your phone.
Yeah, and then they do it like that.
Yeah, for me. No. So what you do is...
Oi, mate, get out of the way.
No. So it was a bit of a wind-up. So imagine you were a celebrity.
You didn't tell me you went to Roy Jones, can you take this picture? That would have been the one.
That's what you do. You mug them off, go, oi, geez, can you take a picture of me and my mate, please? That's the ultimate wind-up. But it was worse than that. I went, yeah, hello, mate. Forced a big fella off.
Yeah.
I'm like, me and Max. Max is a big lad. I'm like,
he's quite tall.
But he's just behind us. He's just in shot in the picture, and it's just really funny that you just see him just really annoyed. I'll get it up. Honestly, it's fucking hilarious. But I just didn't realise till afterwards. I had no shame.
You just didn't know, though, did you?
Yeah, I didn't know. But anyway,
talking about boxing legends.
Yes.
42 years old, 26 years.
Yes.
I think it's
Manny.
12 fights over 12 titles over 8 divisions.
No, he's eight-time world champion.
He's won over 8 divisions or something.
Yeah, 8 divisions. Yeah. Sorry, that's what I meant. Sorry. 8 different weights.
8 different weight divisions.
Yeah, which is unbelievable. Floyd was 5.
Yeah.
So that says a lot. And Floyd started small as well.
42, 26 years in it, and then he's 72 fights or something as a pro. Retired.
Yeah, a lot of them fights were moody fights back in Philippines though.
Weren't they?
Yeah, like the first few were. He's a legend, but I'm saying like it's not 72 like top level fights. Like
does he go in if you had a door which was the Hall of Fame of boxing, does he walk in there quite comfortably?
second probably.
Really? Ever?
Yeah, probably.
Ever?
Yeah. Well, 8 weight world champion.
Yeah.
I mean, it's never been done before. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I was thinking of Roy Jones when he did. Wasn't he the only other guy to do
what?
All the middleweight, super middleweight, cruiserweight, and heavy?
It's heavy. He was heavy, didn't he?
Yeah, it's crazy. That's unbelievable.
Crazy guy.
Yeah, that's right.
You know,
unless you're going fuck off, mate.
Yeah, I mean, Roy Jones is an absolute legend. Like one of the best. He's a Hall of Fame, probably top 10 boxer ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
And you're like mate, Max Kellerman.
Yeah, fuck off. I need a picture of the commentator, please. It's ridiculous. Do you know what I mean? So no, I shouldn't have done that. But
do you have any fights you look back on Manny Pacquiao and you think, mate, what a fight? Or
the Hatton fight.
What a knockout.
Knocked him spark out.
Oh.
Manny's a ledge. And then obviously you got
was that a better knockout than when Mayweather knocked out Hatton?
Yeah.
He's just flat on his face.
Hatton got put on his arse in the corner, whereas Hatton against Pacquiao was put asleep. He was like that.
He was giving him a short one. He just dropped straight down.
Yeah, mate, he was out. He was out, mate. Really, do you know what I mean? That. So, I mean, absolute legend. He's going to be the next Prime Minister of Philippines. Yeah. So, respect to that.
Yeah, he loves that. They love him, don't they?
Which sort out his tax issues. He has a few tax issues with the IRS, hasn't he?
Does he?
He did have, yeah. He did. He did, you know, didn't you?
I didn't know.
He didn't pay his tax in America. So, if you earn money in America, you've got to pay tax there. Whereas, it's the only country in the world. So, like, you can like, say you earn money in Britain, right, but you're an American passport holder. You got to pay American tax still. It's the only country in the world you got to pay taxes in America still. Yeah, 100%.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, but also if you're a foreigner, you earn money in America, you got to pay tax in America as well. You can't pay your own tax, whatever. Oh. So why? So the Americans are right shady with tax. They don't pay any taxes anywhere else apart from in America, right? So the American embassy, they refuse to pay the congestion charge because they class it as a tax. So they own TfL. Fucking millions in unpaid congestion charges. They don't pay them. Tell them to fuck off. They ain't paid them. Every other embassy pays. American embassy in London don't pay any congestion charge.
Naughty boys.
Yeah, they just don't pay it. They don't pay. So he had issues with the IRS there, and they weren't messing with him. So if he still has, but if you're diplomatic, you get away with it, don't you? Diplomatic immunity. So you can claim that, and he'll get away with any tax issues he's got in America. But you don't mess with the IRS in America, mate. They're serious. They got more power than God. Do you know what I mean? They don't mess around. So Tyson, I think he wins. I think Josh will win the rematch if he changes his trainer. The boxing on the weekend, you've got Rappaport.
So who is Eubank actually fighting?
He's fighting some chap. He come in.
Mitrovic.
He's based in Germany, but he's Kazakhstani. He's got a decent record. I think he's 7th in the WBA.
Okay.
So he's lost 2 fights, same as Eubank. But he's limited boxer, and Eubank will win. There's no question Eubank wins the fight. It'll jump on it. It'll probably end in the first 2 rounds. Because this guy apparently has been in training for another fight, but he won't be fully training because he wasn't training for a fight. So he'll be up to. He plays. I
mean, that would be a terrible start to start your whole new boxing promotional campaign. And lose.
Yeah, he won't lose. They picked him to win.
Yeah, they picked him.
But what they're doing, they want to fight. They want to fight Billy Joe Saunders, don't they? At Christmas.
Who?
Eubank Jr.
Oh, he wants it now.
That's happening. That's happening next fight.
And Billy Joe Saunders.
Yeah.
I thought he's retired.
No, he
wants it.
No, it's going to happen.
Oh, I didn't know this.
Yeah, it's going to happen. End of the year. Yeah, it's happening.
Oh, mate,
it's happening.
Well, I can only still go. I can see that going one way.
If Billy Joe, I don't know.
You think so? Now?
Depends what Billy Joe turns up. If it's the retired Billy Joe, depends. And also, I'm worried about his eye. He's got his eye redone, didn't he?
Wow.
So you don't. I know because I watched the first fight, and obviously the first 6 rounds, Billy schooled him, and then Billy was fucked because he was knackered because he didn't train properly, and then the second half,
Eubank came into it.
Eubank won 5 of the rounds minimum. It was a very close fight in the end, but the first 6, I was like, oh my God, he's going to win every round here. But he got knackered, and that was it. Should we text for more beers?
Do you know what? I was literally like...
Was you just doing that?
I was thinking...
Yeah, let me text you now.
Can we do that? Can we...
Of course we fucking
can. We
we can just do that, definitely.
Idea,
yeah, 100%. Let me get it up anyway. Let me text Donald now. I'll go... do you want to say him again?
Yeah, same again.
This is the benefit, right, guys, of having a podcast in a pub. You can deliver some beers.
Literally just have beers delivered to your table.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Deliver
beer.
Deliveroo.
Yeah.
For us to drink.
So yeah, give us some feedbacks, guys. And
Yeah.
are you actually talking while typing into the mic? Deliver us some.
That's what I do. I'm like, I can't spell something like this.
You got to let us know what you think.
Yeah, it's
New
better
studio,
here. It's better
is it
here.
better in here?
Yeah, should I FaceTime
better
him
deck
more?
It's good, isn't it? Good in the pub.
I think it's better.
This, I mean, we are the Sesh cast.
Because you know what we were saying earlier about the bottle. I don't like bottles of beer.
No, everything's better out of a tap, isn't it?
It's better out of tap.
Yeah,
It's
of course
fresh.
it is. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So yeah, but that's it.
Do you know
with the
what?
boxing.
Have you put same again?
Oh, I'll do some again.
No.
What do you want?
I'll have an Orchard Thieves.
Or
Mate, we're dropping names.
Shout out to
tonight.
Orchard Thieves. So I have Orchard Thieves as well.
Yeah. Oh, a
Thieves.
couple of ciders. Oh,
Orchard Thieves
lovely.
times
Deuce.
2. He's not.
Yes.
He's not seen him yet.
That's the one.
I don't want to get up and leave. Make like a tree and leave.
Yeah.
Oh, I sent you a picture tonight. So there's a lady I know. Shout out to the lady. I've ordered a DeLorean
Pendant
badge thing.
Will you be going to the musical Back to the Future?
Yes. You're going. Are you going next week?
I'm going. I've got tickets in December.
December.
But my friend went. He said, visually, he goes, the special effects for a theatre performance are fantastic.
Are they?
He said all the characters, you really kind of get into them straight away. The only one you kind of go, he's a little bit different, but not knocking the guy's performance. But apparently the guy who plays Biff takes a little bit of getting used to. But once he gets
You're my
going,
girl, Lorraine.
Yeah.
Hey, McFly.
Sit quite.
Dark Eye Life Preserver.
You're gonna run car McFly.
we're big fans.
Just turn around and walk away. It's a brilliant film. Back to the Future. If you haven't seen it,
you gotta watch it.
It's one of the top. It is one of the top 25 movies ever made.
It's a classic.
Of course, it is.
Speaking of movies, I watched the film last night with Ryan Reynolds in it.
Okay.
What's it called again? Let's have a look. I did get it off my phone. I showed you, didn't I?
Yes,
earlier?
guy or good guy or
Good guy? No, was it Good Guy? Let's have a look.
You're talking about he's like an avatar or something, isn't he?
He's like Free Guy. It's called
Free Guy.
I watched it last night.
Good.
Absolute classic.
Really?
Yeah, I loved it.
I don't like.
So basically, what it is spoiler alert. What it is he's based in a video game, and he's one of the characters in the background, a bit like GTA waves.
Yep.
You go punch someone in the face.
Yep.
Like they're just random people. Do you know
You
what I
can
mean?
just do what you want. It's a game, and
Yeah, so it's like an online game, and people go on there, and the people who are like the humans wear sunglasses, and there's like, and then these other people live there, and they're used to like helicopters being smashed and cars being blown up, and it's like normal life to them, yeah, because obviously they're computer sprites basically. But then he becomes self-aware, so like AI.
oh, okay.
I'll leave it there.
Okay.
But it's a really
It's a good film.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I love all that sort of stuff anyway.
Okay.
Bit sci-fi-y.
But is
Yeah.
it more of a comedy? It's Ryan
It's
Reynolds.
comedy,
so it's
yeah.
gonna
Well, I mean,
comedy,
he's comedy, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a comedy actor.
Ryan Reynolds, isn't he?
Yeah. I watched. That's
all he is.
I watched a film last night that I was building up to watch for a good few months. It's called The Green Knight.
Okay.
And it's apparently from a very, very old telling of King Arthur and Camelot and Guinevere.
Okay.
And the idea, it's I think it's meant to be Arthur's. I don't know if it's meant to be Arthur, but it's his nephew or something, and how he's meant to be bestowed to do great things. And it's Dev Patel from Slumdog Millionaire.
Yes, I do.
So he's
the young guy.
Yeah, the Asian guy.
Yeah, the Asian guy.
He's a very good actor.
Good
Yeah,
actor,
seen
good
him in
actor.
loads of films. Really good film.
Yeah.
Really good actor. His performance in the film was good. Visually, it was good. But it's another one of those A24 do these dark kind of horror things, and it was a dark telling of a medieval story. But it visually it was great, but it just tried to just make things so abstract that you were like you were kind of not feeling connected to the story. But
good.
no, do you know what? I'll be completely honest with you.
What's it called again?
The Green Knight.
Green Light.
Yeah. I'll be completely honest. I don't think I've seen a great movie, what I would refer to as a great movie, in about 2 years.
Matrix this Christmas.
Oh, wow.
You excited about that?
Oh, wow.
Are you excited?
I am. And they've changed up Morpheus.
I don't like that.
I think the guy who's going to play the new Morpheus.
Unless
he's
Lawrence
really
Fishburne's
good.
like really fat and like old now, then maybe. But
Well, he's getting on a bit, isn't he?
yeah, but surely
He's still more, yeah.
But surely if you go like,
He was my favourite character from the original film.
fantastic.
Yeah, Morpheus.
Do you know what I mean? I think he's a legend.
Yeah. Do you know the
What I'm saying is, when you're ready, you won't have to.
yeah. But the funny thing is, the irony of Morpheus' character is, in Greek mythology, Morpheus is the god of dreams.
Okay.
But in the Matrix, it's actually the opposite. He doesn't bring you from the dream. He brings you to reality.
You know what I do?
See what I did there, guys?
Yeah.
good, isn't it?
You know what I want to do? I want to go and tell one of the boys to go and get some beers because I've texted matey and he's ignored me.
Oh.
So you just stay there and entertain everyone. And I can give it away. But oi, get a fucking. Shall I do that? Shall I go?
To the door, then.
I've texted Donald.
Oh dear.
And he's not answering. Shall I FaceTime him? Let me FaceTime him. And see what he's doing because I'm not having this. Because all I do being in the pub is we can get a pint.
Hold on, shall I actually just phone the pub? Can I get the phone? Can I get the pub on the microphone?
No, don't.
Hello, Free Shoes, and be like, yeah, can I get 2 pints in the back room, please?
Yeah, I don't think he'll do that.
I think I can do that. We can do that. This is how good our pub is. Oh, there we go. Who's done that? See, this is live television for you.
This is live television. Don't ever work with anyone with animals or babies or pubs. Because basically, we had the fire alarm go off.
Right, what a time for a fire alarm test.
Yeah, Joe said, yeah. Joe, yes, please. Hang on, I need to text him.
Oh, sorry, guys.
We've got signs to chat.
It's all getting a bit on top now. Mate, I've been in this pub for 4 or 5 years.
Yeah,
right?
Never heard that.
Never heard this alarm go off ever in my life.
Never.
And then all of a sudden, here we go.
Never heard it.
Oh, mate.
Go on, right, can you?
I wait for people to just, and just when we go to do a live podcast, this happens. I'm waiting to see everyone just run out through the front door.
We're like, we might die, but we can
and we're like, nah, we'll keep it rolling.
Yeah.
Like, what's that film with Jake Gyllenhaal, Nightcrawler? Nah, just keep rolling.
Just keep rolling.
People are dying, keep rolling.
It's like a bit like...
oh, God. This is bad, isn't it?
I don't know if it's...
I feel like if we should do a musical interlude and then come back. This is bad.
Like a Truman Show where they blank it off.
What is going on here? Do you know what I reckon he's done?
What?
I reckon he's burnt the chicken, isn't he, in the kitchen?
That's what it is.
No. I don't know if you've ever come to this pub before. The Korean chicken.
It's very good.
It's actually really nice.
I don't eat meat, but it's very good.
Yeah. What is going on?
I don't know. Don't check. 1 second.
What's going on? Yeah.
It's so loud.
Yeah. If you've ever been to the pub before here, the Korean chicken is unbelievable. Right, turn one of the mics down because we don't know what's going on. This is what happens when you go live, see? Well, there you go. Do you know what? I wouldn't even be surprised if someone's looked in the back room, seen us doing the recording and went, I'll teach these fuckers. I'm going to turn the bloody fire alarm on and do them in. There you go. Terrible.
I'm back.
Right, are we back?
Sorted.
What?
So we sorted in 8 seconds.
Is it?
Yeah.
What happened?
I don't know. It's like going off.
Oh, mate, this is not how you do a live recording of a podcast. And there's us going, at the pub, at the pub, we'll make it really professional.
Yeah. Well, it would be professional with a fire alarm going off.
Fuck.
But we've got a bit of an issue with the fire alarm.
That's never happened before.
Never, ever happened, ever.
And we literally live in this pub.
We don't live in it, but...
Well...
we don't live in it, but I've never heard the alarm going off because Don would have told us. Do you know what I mean? So, that's... Yeah. That's it, really. I mean, we could just pause it and then come back to it, or... But we separate the podcast. We just keep it going, let it roll. Oh. There we go. We're back. We're back. We're okay. I'll just find out what happened. I hope it's actually not burning down. I'm slightly concerned about it.
Laughing.
I'm like,
I find it hilarious.
Yeah.
But this is what happens when you go live, kids.
You go live. That's what I said to you. You go live. These things happen.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So yeah, we've got that. We need to discuss Spurs as well because Spurs are having a fucking shocker, mate. Aren't they?
Yeah.
Like, what's your opinion on it all?
A bit like that fire alarm, really. A bit disappointing.
It's the listeners I'm disappointed for.
Well, I'll tell you something.
Go on.
There should be some fucking alarm bells ringing at Spurs, definitely. Because
that was for Nuno, that was.
Hey, Nuno, the alarm's ringing. What? We ain't had any shots on goal ever. Like, we've had to make like 50-something shots on target against us. And like, I don't know what the stats.
But the first couple of games you started so well. And it's gone completely wrong.
Man City, Wolves.
Yeah.
Well, only because Adama Traore can't fucking score in a brothel.
Yeah. I mean, he's fast, but he's limited,
mate.
isn't he?
And they were like 50 million. It's like 50 million what? Lira. Pissing, you know what I mean? You having a laugh, ain't you? Pesetas. You having a laugh. 50 mil for what? You know, no chance.
For like a Usain Bolt type player, isn't he, really?
Yeah, he can't actually score a goal.
Yeah, I don't like he lubes his arms up as well. I don't like that. It makes me feel weird about that.
But the lubing of the arms.
Yeah, it's all lubed up.
I actually think that's pretty cool.
Do you?
Yeah, you can't even touch me, man. Just fucking flying off my arms. I'm just running down the wing. Can I grab him? I can't fucking get him.
Can't touch him. He's all lubed up.
Charlie Bronson. He's like,
he's on a Charles Bronson.
Yeah. Hang on to your feelings because you're getting fucking Larry. Running down the wing like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
He can't score though.
He doesn't start for Wolves now.
No,
He doesn't start, does he? Do you know what I mean?
But you know, there should be alarm bells ringing. I know we've tried to bolster the defence. We've got Romero come in. I saw him get out jumped by like a 5'4". Like, I mean, even the other day it happened with.
No, listen, Joe. No.
Oh,
come here,
Joe.
Oh, he's going to do the same again.
He's going to do the same again.
Yeah, he's going to do the same.
That's what we'll do the same again.
Joe. Right. I did. I'm not getting up again. So fuck it. We'll get what we're given.
Yeah, we get what we're given. As my mother says.
I think Don's at the pub, by the way.
Yeah,
that's why. He didn't answer anyway, so we can't. I should have got Joe's number. We could have got the manager to do it.
I can hear it's getting busy in the pub. It's lively.
No,
it's getting all right.
Well, it's Thursday. This
is what happens.
It's Thursday night.
Do like a live pub. Yeah, it's all about.
But with Spurs, man. I mean, it comes back to the fact that I think Kane should have left. I mean, that's affected team morale completely. Yeah. I think it really has. The morale in the team is. I think it's fucking dead.
Yeah, you. And
also, I don't think they're having their manager. I think they probably think like.
I really love Nuno as a man. I really want it to work for him.
Yeah, but it's not working. And you know what it says? Well,
not the
Spurs?
style.
Hang on. Why is Nuno good enough for Spurs but not good enough for Wolves? That's my concern. If he can't make it at Wolves,
mates. But hold on. Let's not say he couldn't make it. Like people,
he didn't make it.
I mean, he did well at Wolves.
He had a bad season.
Yeah, but hold on, wait. They lost one of their key players.
Yeah, Jimenez. Yeah. He's back to form now. He scored, didn't he, last week?
Yeah. You know, there was a few. They sold Jota.
Yeah, Jota's a player, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Good
so,
player.
You do stuff like that. Of course, it affects the team at the end of the day. It's not his fault. You know, I liked when I saw Wolves play Spurs at Wembley when Spurs were at Wembley, and I looked at the way Wolves play. They play that low block. They catch you on the counter. And within 2-3 passes, they're in on goal. And to be fair, in pre-season and in the first 2 games of the season, that's exactly what they were doing.
But Arsenal worked them out. That's why Arsenal flooded the
what they do, that's what I'm saying. But what they were doing was they were playing it deep. They were playing a deep defensive block, and then you had Son, Stevie Bergwijn, and Mora catching you on the break, and they were going for it. And, all right, we rode our luck a bit.
Yeah.
But we got the results, and that's what happened. Now we're just leaking goals because I feel like we're trying to push a little bit further up forward to allow Kane, who hasn't got the pace of any compared to any three of those guys. Now I'm not critiquing Kane to say like critiquing. Is that even a word?
Yeah, critique. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not critiquing.
I'm not
critiquing.
It's critique. It is.
I'm not criticising Kane. That's a better word.
Yeah, but critique's
critique is a real word.
Yeah.
I'm not criticising Kane to the point where I'm like.
So you learn English here as well. You learn English as well as football.
Like that, aren't we?
Yeah, we're good.
I'm not. I'm not criticising Kane to the point where I'm like he's crap, blah blah blah. But there's a certain. If you're playing a certain style of football, you want to play a certain kind of way. You can't have a guy who's not particularly quick. If you're trying to catch teams on the counter attack, you're playing a low block. We hold the ball. We block deep. Bang. We catch him on the like. You've got Son, who is like, no disrespect to Kane. I'm not saying that Son is a better like Kane can. There's so much that Kane can do, but when you're playing, if you're trying to be an attacking team, Son can do so much more than Kane can. Like Kane cannot.
You can't. I mean,
no. What I'm saying is like Kane can't run at 2 players, cut inside out and cut them inside out on the edge of the D, and then put one in. Kane can't do that anymore. Don't get me wrong. He's got the vision. He's got the pass. You know what I mean? He's got all of that about him. But for the style of play, maybe Kane didn't work. But Levy being so. And I'm not. I mean, it ain't a bad thing for Levy to go. Look, we want to hold on to our marquee player. There's nothing wrong with that. We're trying to put things down. No, you can't have him. But there is a part of me now that says, I kind of wish I saw him go, so that we could have used that money to bring in 2 or 3 really. You
need that, and it's been the trouble is as well. Sorry, that was me.
That's a new noise.
Let's ban that. You know, there've been players that have been there too long now.
Definitely,
it needed changing up. It needed changing up, didn't it?
But the front three, I mean, I like Bergwijn is probably the lesser of the 3. He works really hard. Son is fantastic. Like, let's get it right, yeah. Son can play for any team in the world. I don't give a I don't care what anybody tells me. Anyone tells me that, they're a liar.
It's a good player.
He could, if he went to City, he'd get goals unreal. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone keeps going for Kane. Son
Yeah.
Could play for Real Madrid.
Sonny.
Son could play for Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Barca.
What's this song? Eats dogs.
Well, they used to say, shoot, score, eat your Labrador.
That was it, yeah.
But he doesn't do that. We don't condone that.
Well, they eat dogs in, like, Asia.
China? I don't know about Koreans.
Yeah, Koreans love a dog.
Oh, I don't know about
A dog for dinner.
No, I don't like that.
Do it in China, mate.
Don't like that. In China, they do, yeah.
Well, I went to China, right? I've been to China, obviously, but China quite a lot. But when I went to, like, a restaurant, like, not like the ones in Shanghai or Beijing, but like the ones, like, provincial towns, as to call them, they have animals all locked in cages, stacked them. And that's why COVID started as well.
I won't go.
Like, in the restaurants, and they're like, do you want some turtle? I was like, no.
I won't
I used
go.
to have turtle action figures. Do you know what I mean? Like, and like turtle t-shirts and stuff.
I can't eat Michelangelo.
I can't. Donatello. The little turtle comes out with like a little like purple.
I've got a hit list of about 4 or 5 countries in the world where I just like someone says, "Should we go there?" I'm like, "No, we're not going."
When you go, it's all right to China.
North America.
Love it in North America.
Well, you like Vegas.
Vegas.
Me and Vegas.
And
you
New
like
York.
Vegas.
And LA. It's all
They're mental. Yeah, they're mental.
Yeah. They're all mental.
South Africa, forget it. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're right. Do you know what? I better not say what I feel because you lose a whole demographic of people.
I agree with what you're saying, though.
Yeah. France, nah, not for me, mate.
Nah, some France.
I could go through France, but
South of France is all right. Bit of Nice, nice.
Nice.
Yeah. No, all that. It's nice.
There's a few countries I'm not really. I don't really fancy.
No.
Australia, not really for me.
It's far.
Everything can kill you.
Everything kills you.
Everything there kills you.
Any spider.
Yeah. Anything.
Yeah.
Fucking a didgeridoo. Yeah, anything.
Mate, a kangaroo will fucking smash you up.
Yeah. You'll get beaten up by a kangaroo.
See that geezer who punches it?
You see the one with the geezer with the dog?
Yeah. So the kangaroo's got a dog in a headlock.
Yeah. He's like,
what are you doing, mate? Crunch.
Yeah.
Kangaroo's like, what are you doing, mate?
The thing is, he starts parrying and moving, and the kangaroo's like, what? And he goes, right.
Yeah.
He's like, the kangaroo's like, oh, what the fuck's happened to me? Yeah. It's like, give my dog back, you slag, bang, it's it.
Well, they kick you. They're really nice.
Oh, mate, you get kicked. Yeah.
You're in trouble getting kicked.
Well, even like horses, like if the dog gets kicked by a horse, kill the dog. The dog is dead. That is it.
Yeah.
Like if your dog got kicked by a horse with its hind legs, your dog is very lucky to survive. Like. Some of these animals kick the shit out of you. Mate.
Can we?
Do you know which one does me? You know the Spanish with the balls. Like,
yeah, it's so dangerous.
I always see that. I always watch it and I kind of go,
but hang on,
what did you think was going to happen?
Like, you know they do it like in the streets.
They let them out. They do like 20 of them.
Hang on, you've had a couple of beers in, right? You're like, I'll get on there. Go on. You would, I would. Well, I'd be like, yeah.
Well, you've had a few San Miguel's and you're going.
I'm like, wait, couple of FS's in. I'm like,
balls. Yeah. I'll have a bit of that.
I'll have a bit of that. And just stand there, chase someone. I'm off, mate. But like, I think it's the banter. You do it once, you go a bit closer, you jump back up again.
Do you reckon that's what Spanish say? Are they like, why'd you do that? It's for bands, isn't it?
It's bands. I would do it for a bit of a laugh. But I want to get round by one. They fucking hurt you, mate.
You know the old saying, you fuck with the ball, you get the horns.
Yeah, mate, I know what you're saying. They shed the horns off, don't they? Like,
I don't want to know, mate.
Nah,
they kick. They would batter you.
Yeah, but if you were there, you were like, and you had a few beers.
It's different, like these in America when they ride the rodeo. Oh, that's different. Like trying to ride a bull.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
But actually, just like I'm going to run away.
But isn't that ridiculous as well? You must get mad whiplash for doing that.
That's not as bad, I think, as bullfighting.
Have you ever done it like in Zante and all that, where like you go on the ball, you know, like
no.
Have you ever done that?
What, the old artificial one?
Yeah,
no, I just like watching birds do it.
Yeah, but then like you go, I'll do that, and then you get on it, right? And then you fall off. And you're like, oh, a bit of a dickhead, aren't I? So I could do that. You get,
well, I went. There was one when I went to Benidorm, and everyone was doing one in Benidorm, obviously, because you just do what the fuck you want.
Nice one,
Joe. Oh man, here we go.
That's it. Good lads.
Mate,
good
this
lads.
is what we do behind the scenes.
Cheers, mate.
He's in. Here he is.
Cheers.
Joe, the newest edition.
We'll give you a shout in a bit. All right, mate.
Love it.
He's a good lad.
This is how we do it.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers. Here we go. Episode 4. Here we go. And thank you for joining us, everybody who's still watching. We love it. Benidorm.
Yeah.
You been?
Yeah, as a kid, it was awful. It rained.
What a shithole.
It rained.
It basically just looks like Edmonton Green.
I went with the family. You know what we got? You know what happened? We got a coach there, mate. This is in the 80s, mate.
A coach all the way to Benidorm.
Like what happened? We my nan booked a family holiday for like all of us, and we got a coach. It was about 24 hours in the coach. I would have been about 4 or 5.
Oh no, you got to do it as
a
an
baby.
adult. You got to do it as an adult, like a stag do. Like I went on a stag.
What's Benidorm?
Yeah, I went on
a shithole though, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's a fun shithole.
Is it?
In the sense that if you're on a stag do, it's a good laugh. Like we went. They were doing the buffalo riding. We met a group of people, but for some reason they're bars. I don't know why. They think they're like a bit of a mini Amsterdam. They all do these weird live sex shows.
Oh, yeah, is it Dirty Debbie or something like
No,
that?
that's the one, and her daughter does one as well, like some ping pongy thing. Like
Yeah.
But
that's in Benidorm, right?
Yeah. She's like famous for it. Yeah, and her daughter does it as well. Saying, but
nice. Keep it in the family.
Keeping the family. So we went to we were in this bar and they were like, we were doing the Buffalo Rodeo thing. Everyone's just mingling. It was great. And they were like, the live sex show starts in 10 minutes. And we were like,
10 minutes, everybody.
10 minutes. Get your cock out. And we were like, what? We were like, what's going on here then? So everyone's kind of gone like to the, and we're like an older group because we was in our late 30s at the time. I'm now 40.
You're 40 now, aren't you?
I'm 40 now, yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah. So, but they're obviously full of like 25-year-old, 30-year-olds, younger people. Yeah. So they were like, live sex show starting now, enjoy. And we went in the other room. Yeah. And it was matey and his missus comes out. And we're like, what's going on here? Like,
was you Sam?
No. I was on a stag do.
Oh, sorry.
But no, but I will say, like, as I saw it, because I was kind of like, you kind of go, well, I've had a few pints. I don't mind seeing a bit of whatever's going on. But I'm not really like to. Let's see what happens. I just for a laugh, innit? For a laugh, as they say. Yeah. So so we're in there, and the geezer comes out. He's got her in one hand, and I thought, well, hello, like, and a baseball bat in the other. I was like, oh no, this is a bit out of order already. Yeah. So the show gets a bit graphic, and you've gone from watching like what you thought would be a bit like Television X. And it went really. Well, it was like Nat Geo Wild.
Bing me.
Yeah, it was so Nat. I remember like you got about 2 minutes into the show, and everyone was like looking at each other like, oh, "It's a bit much for me. I'd rather just like." And we literally people like it. Funny enough, the girls were staying more out of curiosity, like, "What's happening here?" But blokes were like, "Nah, fuck this, I'm out." Nobody watched till the end of the show.
Really?
Everyone just walked out. It was just a bit too personal.
I seen one in Amsterdam once.
Yeah, it's too personal.
And he was banging he's banging the bird.
But he was his missus. Usually they're couples.
Yeah, and that was it really. I was like, oh, just a bit. I don't know what I was expecting.
But exactly. This is what I mean. You're kind of like, you're kind of like, what do you?
Amsterdam is funny. When you go to Amsterdam, you just like
never been.
You've never been.
I'd love to go.
You know what?
We need to bring this show to Amsterdam.
Well, we'll interview like Wesley Sneijder or some fucker like that. We'll do that. We'll go down there for a weekend.
I thought you could say Wesley Snipes.
Oh, well, he's American.
Can we talk about tax evasion?
Yeah, it's all tax evasion. He went jail for it, didn't he?
He did go for it.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying about IRS yet? You don't fuck with the IRS,
yeah, you
mate.
said that, yeah.
They're serious. Yeah. Right, you know what I mean? No messing with them fuckers. But, yeah, I'll do that. Amsterdam. But you know what's funny about Amsterdam, right, is when you're walking up and down with it's all like the girls and stuff. And like you see some like dirty fucking scumbag like, oh, you dirty bastard. He walks out, you're like, oh, you doing? Like,
when they've come out of the...
It's really funny. It's really funny. He's just like... You
can quite easily shame people. Like,
you can shame easy, mate.
No, I'd like to go. I'd rather just go to do like mushrooms and eat cake and do magic. I just want to go for that.
I've never done them before, but I
had a group of friends. They did some shrooms, and apparently they tried to cross. They were all dressed as superheroes because it was a stag do.
That's even worse. Yeah, go on. That will fuck you up. Yeah.
Apparently they only tried to cross like a road with just like double, like a dual carriageway kind of road. Yeah. Apparently for all of them to cross the road, it took 40 minutes.
Yeah. So I went. Let me tell you.
They thought it was in Inception.
Yeah,
they were like
mental.
rolling on the wall and floor.
My friend. I went with my couple of my friends, and they've done mushrooms. I didn't do it. I'm not because I'm the sort of idiot who will go, I can fly and jump off the building. I'm definitely that person.
Yeah. So I like hallucinogens.
Yeah, I've never done them. I'm not into that. I'll tell you now.
Anyone who wants to sponsor us for hallucinogenics?
No. Anyway, and my two friends, we're playing pool in a bar. So I had a little bit of hash cake because I don't even smoke or anything, right? And it was all right. I was laughing, sort of thing. I had munchies, sort of thing. That was it. This is long. This is like fucking about 17 years ago. And anyway, so me and my mate didn't do any, but these two did. And they were playing pool. There was a TV on the wall. And they're both standing there who've done the mushrooms. And they're watching the TV. And the TV was off. It was off. Anyway, they're watching. And I go, what are you doing? And we're watching, both of them said, we're watching Neighbours. Fuck off. I swear on my fucking life.
And the telly went on.
The TV was off. I went, the TV's off. No, it's not watching Neighbours. I went, well, that TV. Like, yeah. I'm like... There's nothing on, mate.
Mate, that sounds wicked.
Mental. It. No, then we left.
That sounds really cool.
And because I'm a wind-up, as you know, I said, because it's all cobble streets in Amsterdam. And I was like, watch the cracks in the cobbles. You'll fall through.
Yeah. Oh, mate, you fucked them right up. Like the end scene of Indiana Jones in the last movie. Like, Jehovah.
It's like, have you seen Golden Child?
Yeah.
When
Holding them with the glass.
Yeah, it was like that.
Don't spill a drop.
Yeah. That's what it was like. It was like, mate, I was dying. I was like, you know what? You don't need me. You're doing much
you don't
me.
Yeah.
No, but that's what I wouldn't do because I'm a fucking idiot. I'd be like, I can definitely fly. I'm Superman.
Yeah.
But I'm like, roads, where we're going, we don't need roads.
Yeah.
Just jump on the middle and be dead. So, no, it's not for me. Was that me banging that? That was that. Yeah, that was that. I think, no, it's me banging this side.
What's this?
Yeah, it was this.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, but it was we could do our own tune, couldn't we? Didn't it? But it was me banging that, so that's why I apologise for the. I mean, it's better than the alarm sound, I suppose.
Yeah,
that was the thing. I literally can't believe that happened.
I think that's going to...
It's never happened, ever.
Yeah.
Do you know that?
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
And all the time I've been here, worked here, everything, yeah.
You know, we need to discuss the legend who passed away, you brought up earlier.
What, in our originally attempted recording?
Yes, what never worked. Jimmy, mate.
Unbelievable player.
Legend.
So
how many goals he scored again?
I never get to see him. Obviously, I never got to see him play.
No, it was
way before my
different time, wasn't it?
And he was never Sir. Was he? No, he was at the end. Wasn't he? They made him a Sir at the end.
They should do. I mean, he would have got Sir if he played in the World Cup final, but he never got in the team, did he?
Well, he only just got a World Cup medal not long ago. They
really?
kind of issued it after. Yeah, it wasn't his fault. I mean, he always says that was his biggest regret.
Yeah, but squad,
he didn't blame.
Why didn't the squad get a medal in them days? It was ridiculous. It's outrageous.
He should have. I mean, John Terry, full kit wanker. Yeah. He went down in 2012 like, my medal. He's like,
yeah, but they do now, don't they? The whole
shout out to Aaron's mate.
Yeah. JT.
J
motherfucking T.
Yeah. Yes, unbelievable stats.
What's his record again?
I mean, he wasn't even a big geezer, 5'8".
Was that 5'8"?
He was only 5'8". He scored. I mean, Chelsea. This is what 124 goals in 157 games.
Was that top flight?
Chelsea was top flight then.
Yeah.
Then he, as I said, he went to Milan after that, which he didn't even like. Yeah.
For a year. But it was where the money. Only played where the money wasn't it? It was money there, wasn't it?
He only played 10 games.
Yeah.
He scored 9 goals.
Yeah.
Then Bill Nick bought him for £99,999.
Why not 100 grand?
Because
is there a reason?
Because Bill Nicholson didn't want him to have the pressure of being the first £100,000 football player.
It was, yeah.
So they were like, but basically what? I mean, that drew attention to it anyway.
Yeah.
But at Spurs, I don't think it's including goals in cups and domestics, but he scored 220 goals in 321 games.
Wow, it's amazing.
So he's record. I
mean, legend as well.
Then he played for Brentford.
Yeah.
Brentwood. Sorry.
Brentwood.
Brentwood. Yeah.
Okay.
But he was there. Chelmsford. So he's always a local guy. Then he went Barnet.
Yeah.
16 goals in 51 games. Considering this is
he was 87 at the time.
He was about 150 million years old. And,
yeah.
And probably had kidney failure because he was an alcoholic.
A raging alcoholic.
Yeah, he was. He openly admits that he was an alcoholic. And then I think he finished. And then at Woodford, but he scored 382 goals in 579 games. He is, without me even having to look at that, he is the third highest top flight goal scorer in European football behind Lionel Messi and Ronaldo. So that just tells you how good he is. And then there's Tottenham Hotspur with all of their dreary, fucking depressing, not performing well stuff that we have to go through as fans. And you can't build a statue to identify that we have this unbelievable one of England's greatest ever goal scorers, and you're not even going to give the man a statue.
Yeah, it's outrageous.
It's like certain players just don't get the accolades they deserve.
Yeah, no, that's true.
You're going to build a statue. No disrespect. You're going to build a statue of.
Michael Jackson of Fulham.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Michael Jackson gets one at Fulham.
He's a paedophile.
And Jimmy Greaves can't get one at Tottenham. Are you having a laugh? I mean, there's people at clubs that,
Well, actually,
it's
this week they're unveiling they've done a trio statue with Hurst, Moore, and what's the other fella? 3 West Ham.
Where's it at the West Ham?
At West Ham.
Good for them.
Yeah,
good.
They've just unveiled one this week.
You've got all of that land. Tottenham have got all of that new land.
Yeah.
This brand new shiny stadium. Why don't you flex a bit of muscle and show some of the great heritage that we have?
Yeah, you should do.
Where's Dave Mackay? Where's Danny Blanchfield?
One, shouldn't he?
Bill Nick. Jesus Christ, how has he not got one?
Yeah, he should have one, definitely.
Bill Nicholson should have one. And I mean, Arsenal. I mean, I don't want to criticise them, but I mean,
they've got a few around the stadium.
They've got the Tony Adams one.
Yeah.
They've got Thierry Henry.
Yeah.
You know, and I respect that. Like, I could go around the Emirates and I can walk around and I'd read the plaques and identify. They've probably got players in there that were nowhere near as good as Jimmy Greaves.
It's good history, isn't it, as well? It's good history.
Of course it is. That's what your club...
Do you think Levy's just too tight to commission one?
No, it's not about money for Tottenham. I honestly think that the reason why Spurs don't...
I think it's all about money.
I think it's they don't want to identify that this is actually a shit period, which it really is. I know people sit there and talk and go, yeah, but Spurs have never been so good. Are you mad? When you
first double, weren't they?
First double.
Yeah.
Greavesy was in the team to be one. They were the first team to win a European trophy in Europe before Celtic did it. But Tottenham were the first English team to win a European trophy, not the European Cup. But but you do need to recognise your greats. You know, Derby County. I mean, it's Derby County and Nottingham Forest, two biggest rivals. You go into the city of Nottingham, you'll see a statue of Brian Clough.
Yeah, legend.
You go to Derby County, right outside the ground, there's a statue of Brian Clough, Peter Taylor.
Don't they share a trophy?
Every time the clubs play. Like if we played like the North London Cup, they have the Brian Clough Trophy.
Yeah, and like when you win
it's a beautiful touch.
Yeah.
The A52, I think it is, which links the two cities together, is actually called Brian Clough Way. That's how you honour great football players.
Yes.
Because you've got to remember, at the end of the day,
he was a good player, you know, striker, scored a lot of goals.
Statistically, he had an unbelievable
great stats,
unbelievable stats as a player, Brian Clough.
Yeah,
because he was a
Sunderland, wasn't he? Sunderland.
That's right. Yeah.
And
you got to remember this part of the heritage is not. There's no point just like, plain canvas, brand new stadium. Like, remember the heritage, because to some people, it means everything.
Well, it sort of ties the club to the fans as well.
I mean, wouldn't you? I mean, if I mean, who would you look at and say, who's your league-winning manager? Howard Kendall.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I watched the documentary Howard's Way.
Yeah, legend.
But if you built a new ground, you would want some kind of accolades to your great.
Well, we've got some, haven't we? We've got Dixie Dean one, massive one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and that's how it should be.
Yeah, totally.
You'd be disappointed otherwise.
They should do it. I definitely think. I mean, that stadium needs. Tie some old stuff with the new stuff. It's the best stadium in the world.
100%.
100%. Get some ex-players, like, you know.
I just don't think Spurs, as a club under this current ownership, want to remind people that there was. I mean, they say
that's wrong.
No, I mean, I know that they had before the game would start, they'd always talk about. They had a massive promotional thing. The game is about glory, and they'd talk about all the great players. But I don't think sometimes they want to remind people that before Daniel Levy and Enoch came in and owned Spurs used to consistently win trophies.
Joe Lewis.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You don't want to be consistently. This is the biggest drought that Spurs have ever had, not winning a trophy. So all this, we came second, we came third. To me, it's like you said earlier. You're an Everton fan. You said I'll take 7th. I'll take 16th in the FA Cup
all day long.
I would rip someone's arm off for the FA Cup today.
All day
Absolutely,
long.
Yeah.
I would. I'd love it as well.
Because trophies mean everything.
Yeah, well, trophies.
There's no point Spurs and Arsenal.
You don't go to your grandkids and go, "Oh yeah, I saw Spurs finish second."
Yeah.
It's I was at the cup final. We won.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly.
So
100%.
That's what you got to understand. But it's all money, isn't it? So the owners, all they want.
I'll give you an example. When 2008 Spurs won their last trophy, it was the League Cup. If you ask me where we finished that season, I couldn't tell you. I've got no idea.
Exactly, because you don't remember.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, no one gives a shit.
Yeah,
that's what they don't understand. I know it's money, but it's like the glory. Like if you ask Birmingham what the year they beat Arsenal in the League Cup final, and you go, where did you finish in the league? They probably weren't fucking. I think they got relegated that year, didn't they? But they don't give a fuck about it. They don't mention relegation. They mention the fact they beat Arsenal. Yeah. And won the league.
I think they did get relegated that year.
They did. They did. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, but who cares about now?
My dad's a Brighton fan. I remember him saying to me, if Brighton won the FA Cup, he'd gladly see him get relegated. Yeah. Forget the money, because you'll always look, because they've never won a top flight trophy.
I mean, the only issue now, especially nowadays, is with that.
It is about money, of course, naturally.
But the big problem about with clubs getting relegated, especially clubs who are like, so I wouldn't say I want Everton to get relegated with an FA Cup, because we've got players on long-term contracts who wouldn't be on because Everton, in their contracts, they're probably not put in, I assume so, not put in that relegation clause where if you get relegated, your wage get halved. So it'd be a real issue for Everton. But if you're a small club like Brighton, it would be in all the players'
Do you think that
contracts.
changes? See, this is what we're saying here. Like, even though both Everton and Tottenham have won their fair share of trophies, I know for both clubs it's been a long time. You haven't won the FA Cup since 1995, and we haven't won. I was there. We haven't won the FA Cup since 1991. Right, we won the League Cup in 2008. So historically, Spurs and Everton, and I've always said this to you. We've said this personally as well. Like, there are no two teams in English football
so similar
that are more similar than the two. We live in the shadows of our biggest rivals. I mean, more so because Liverpool's so successful at the
Liverpool
moment.
massive, aren't they?
And Arsenal kind of stepped off a bit, but with Arsenal winning 13 league titles and Spurs with 2, you got to look and you got to go. You know, we live in the shadows of our biggest rivals, but yet we're still top 10 clubs.
Yeah.
Still top flight clubs. We've both won.
We've been there long. I mean, Everton have been the longest team in the league, isn't there? Something that.
Probably.
Everton and Arsenal, I think, the two longest serving in the Premier League.
Spurs ain't been at top flight since 1979.
So both long term. But I don't know. Look,
but big clubs.
But we've got. So we.
But what I was going to say to you was. So we're talking about the desperation of winning silverware. Do you think that changes if you're Manchester United? Do you kind of say to yourself, if you're a Man United fan who's won the umpteen league titles,
they were spoiled, though, weren't they? They were spoiled. 90s and 2000s and all that. Spoiled.
Yeah, what makes me laugh is they go, I wonder why we can't do it now, because you no longer have the greatest manager that ever lived. That's kind of how that works. Like, you know, at the end of the day, like, why can't we replicate that? Because that can only happen once. That's what makes him the greatest manager.
Yeah, football's in cycles anyway.
Of course
so you know, it's you never have one team stay. Look at Liverpool. Everyone thought Liverpool in the 80s would be the top team forever.
Cool.
But they never.
If you said to Liverpool...
But United haven't won the league for 10 years now.
Yeah, but I thought they won in 13. Did they not win in 2005?
No. 12 was the
you're
last
getting close.
one.
Yeah, there you go.
12.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
so this season, they won't win this season.
Arsenal
10 years.
Arsenal haven't won the league in, what?
2008 or something like that?
16 years, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
17 years? 2004?
No, it was later than that, wasn't it? Or no, Chelsea come then, didn't
I'm pretty sure 2004.
Yeah. It's a long time.
So you got to be 17 years old.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And even then you wouldn't remember. So if you're 20 years old, you've never really seen Arsenal win the league.
No.
And I'm not trying to criticise Arsenal. In fact, I'm 40 years old and never seen Tottenham win the league. So, but...
Well, I was alive when Everton won the league, but I was like 2.
Yeah, it's in cycles. But our more is it's in cycles. And you know what, I give credit to United and Arsenal. I think they're both being very patient with their managers. They're letting them build it up the right way. Especially Man United. I mean, the demand to win silverware again. They're going like, do you know what?
But Ollie's had 3 years now. He needs to win something soon, or he's out.
Do you know what? I think... See how we're saying that we're
at the wheel.
How
Ollie at the wheel. I love that
Kane,
one.
See how you got Harry Kane and we're sitting there going, maybe because he wants to leave Tottenham, the vibe is negative around the club.
Well, it will be.
Not because but Ronaldo walking in at Man United.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just changed.
I imagine the training is just gone 10-20% better.
I mean, you're looking around.
Players are training better.
I can't perform like shit. No. This guy's going to blast me. Like, you know, Jesse. I mean,
totally.
Last night I watched them against Villarreal.
Yeah, Villarreal. They won 2-1, last minute goal.
Every player looked like they were playing out of their skin. It looked like an old Man. I mean, Man United fans today are just like loving life. Yeah, like they feel like something's coming.
Jadon Sancho's not started well though, has he?
No, he hasn't. I'll tell you who has. I'll tell you who was unbelievable last night.
De Gea.
Yeah. Unbelievable. They should have been 5-0 down.
Yeah, De Gea's a good goalie.
He's back. He's definitely back. He's so back. It's ridiculous.
Do you think it helps having when there's like an established number 1 and then there's a shit number 2, what a lot of clubs have? Players go like they take their foot off the gas a little bit. Now he's got Henderson. Like literally sort of 2 number 1s, it's made him up his game a bit.
I think it's not good for
like competition.
I think if you're an outfield player, it's not good to have a goalkeeper in goal that your manager doubts, where you're swapping between your goalies. And let's say you know Leno and Ramsdale or
Leno's shit, mate.
Yeah,
they never should have sold Martinez.
What's his name? Is it He was fantastic.
Yeah, he's a good goalie. He's a good goalie.
Mate, do you see the one with the loop in Lucas Moura?
Yeah,
fucking hell.
Yeah, I saw the
to any
highlights,
gooner, fucking hell. Yeah. What a save.
Yeah, but they sold Martinez.
Unbelievable.
Like he's one of the best goalies in the league.
That was
such a bad move, 20 million quid.
Yeah, that was a bad move.
Like, whoever
that's down to recruitment.
But whoever sanctioned that's an idiot.
Well, there you go.
It's unbelievable.
Probably the same person that told Eddie to box Usyk, you know. Why don't you box him? Yeah, that's a good idea.
Great idea.
I'll try and box the boxer. Yeah. Like pound for pound.
As I said before, Rob's gonna have to go, mate. McCracken, if it was his idea.
It's probably Rob McCracken that said, "Let's sell Martinez." But
yeah, even Arsenal was like, "I've got an idea. Aston Villa will pay 25 million quid for this goalie."
Yeah, he's shit.
He's shit. What do you mean?
But yeah, I mean, when you've got players that are really influential like Ronaldo, it just builds the whole team.
Yeah,
up.
the club's like flying.
Harry Kane is a fantastic player, but if you're looking at him going, he don't even really want to fucking be.
I've got a question for you.
He doesn't even really want to be.
I've actually got a question to put count my pigeons.
Go on.
I reckon that Man City will go after Erling Haaland next year.
Probably will.
And won't want Kane.
Probably will.
Where does Kane go from there? That's the fucking question.
He'll probably be stuck at Spurs.
That's a big problem, though, isn't it?
It'll be stuck at Spurs.
But I'll tell you,
what the problem happened. It will be stuck at Spurs. Nuno will pay the price. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be disappointed as always that Spurs have decided to throw another manager under the bus.
Yeah. He'll be sacked
because people didn't like Jose, right?
No.
And even I took a long time to adapt to Jose. But the truth be this: he did get us to a final of a cup tournament that we should have won. And then you sack him.
Oh, I know.
A week before.
Such a bad move.
What the fuck?
That has ramifications for a long time.
Not to turn around and say it was okay because we got Conte and he'll sort it out.
Yeah.
It's like, and this is why. Do you know why Spurs can't?
Ryan Mason.
Do you know why Spurs can't?
Got a bit.
Do you know why Spurs can't get rid of Nuno?
Why?
Look at the journey it took to get Nuno. How long? Well, they fishing and fishing and
they didn't
fishing.
want to. Well, no one wanted to sign up for him, did they? Because of what he'd done to Jose.
Yeah, but I mean, what are you going to?
Ridiculous.
So let's say now Spurs win, they lose the next 3 games, right?
Yeah.
Because dynamic.
Which they won't.
No, but let's say listen. There's no guarantee they're going to beat Aston Villa on the weekend. Not a guarantee at all.
Probably draw. Villa on form.
Mate, if Crystal Palace can do us 3-0.
Yeah, I think they're going to change tactics.
Right, they're probably 1-0 down to this Slovenian village right now. Yeah, I ain't even checked.
Have we even checked? We check quickly. See what the scores are. I should go and put on the scores there. Look.
I don't want to know, but
see, this is
the beauty of a live.
Next time we need to get the remote. No. So we got the TV on.
So.
And we can let's
put this in like if he loses the next 3 games, right? You're looking.
He won't lose it.
What about 2 losses and a draw?
0-0, Legia Warsaw, Leicester, and 0-0 currently. That started 20 minutes ago.
Right.
I was looking at Sky Sports at the moment.
Brendan Rodgers. There's the guy. There's the guy.
Eubanks just put a statement out saying heavyweights can't knock me out. I mean, fuck off, Eubank.
Who? Eubank Jr.
Because Eubank Jr. Mate, you talk shit. I'll definitely be Golovkin. All right, mate.
Heavyweights can't knock him out. To be fair, he's never been knocked out.
Dude, if fucking Wilder hit him, I reckon, he'd know about it.
Mate, I reckon if Dillian Whyte hit him with that left hook, his show is over. What do they say? It's like pounds versus pressure. Like, there's just too much pressure there. The neck goes back so far and then your lights go out.
Oh, Chris Shields has offered out Jake Paul for a fight.
What?
Oh, it's ridiculous.
He's probably doing.
Yeah, on points.
Can't got the power to knock him out.
No.
Who would you like to see him fight next? Paul?
Jake Paul?
Tommy
Fury,
He reckons he could do him. Tommy Fury's experience is not that... He ain't Tommy Fury, experienced.
Yeah, he's a young man, but good luck to him. But I think Tommy wins, if I'm honest. I don't like Jake Paul. I think he's a bit of a tit. He
is a tit, but he knows how to generate the dough.
He can fucking sell a ticket, can't he?
And do you know what the thing is?
And a PPV.
There's nothing wrong with coming in as a pro fighter. I mean, it seems like he does take it serious.
Yeah, he does. He trains.
Like, forget his profile for a minute, right?
Yeah.
If he was fighting, he was fighting anybody else who was 3 fights in, you'd be going, he's all right. You know what I mean? Like, but he keeps calling out these ex-UFC guys that
who can't fight, who can't box. Sorry,
who can't box. Fight, fuck me, mate. Taking them gloves off, he'd get him destroyed. Woodley would have destroyed him.
Yeah, choke him out like a little fucking pigeon.
Yeah, right.
Do you know what I mean?
And but you know, if for someone who's like, what's he? Is he his 3rd professional fight he's had now? Or 2nd even, maybe.
No, it's 3rd.
Second. Yeah. So this is what I'm saying. So like someone who's 3 professional fights in, you're kind of going,
but hang on,
he's actually not bad. It's only because his profile is so high.
How about his brother getting a fight with Mayweather? I mean, these fucking kids.
Oh, his brother. Oh,
selling.
That's fucking outrageous.
I know, but like for him to get that, like
that's outrageous.
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
And the fact that Mayweather didn't just absolutely knock him out makes me just go, what a load of bollocks.
Yeah.
Honestly. Like, really?
Yeah, it's disappointing.
I know he's bigger than him, but you talk like that's like me. That's like someone we know going, "Oh, I can knock out Sugar Ray Leonard." You'd be like, "Really?
Well, he's 62.
He'd probably still knock you out."
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Probably is that, wouldn't he? Do you know what I mean?
But
yeah, but that was it. But yeah, yeah. Are we done ish?
Oh, what are we looking at time wise?
I think it's an hour and 24 minutes.
Anything? Yeah, I think we can wrap this up. But is there a few? What are you doing? You got any plans for the next?
Plans? No, this weekend taking it easy, taking a squeeze this weekend. Just gonna do some shopping and some bits and pieces. I did on a beach shop, put that floor down as well because the beach shop's done apart from the floor.
The summer's over.
I know. I should have left it empty all summer. I'm a bit of a twat, but you know, it's all right. But it's all right. I want to use it as an office. We can do a live poddy from there actually. We should do a live poddy from there. It's fucking lovely.
We should do it
from the beach.
Yeah. We're live from the beach. I like that. Sounds of the waves in the background.
Do you know what I mean?
I'm going to go and see. I thought we'd have a little conversation about this because it's his last one. I really want to talk about it.
Who?
Daniel Craig.
Oh, James Bond.
James Bond.
Mate.
Was he? When's
it out? When's it out?
It's out Friday.
It's out Friday.
How do you feel about Craig as a Bond?
Oh, he's a ledge.
Best?
Yeah. Oh, Sean Connery's the best, isn't he?
He's your favourite.
Yeah, Sean Connery.
Yeah, I think I would call Daniel Craig my favourite Bond.
Is he?
I've been through all the Bonds recently.
Skyfall. I like Skyfall.
Skyfall's excellent. What a wicked film. Any Sean Connery ones you particularly like, or just great moments that you remember?
What's Dr. No's good.
Dr. No is good. That's the first one.
Yeah, that was good.
It's going back.
Did he do some and then leave it and go back and do it again afterwards?
Yeah, so he did. He did Dr. No.
Yeah.
Then he did.
He's done a couple, didn't
he?
Did
Dr.
What's the one in the snow?
Then he did From Russia with Love.
Russia from Love. That was it.
He's on the train in that one. He fights Robert Shaw. Do you know the guy from Jaws?
A snow ski on that one. He jumps off and that's that one, isn't it?
Are you thinking of on a what is he? Is he actually skiing or is he?
Skiing one, but also he's on a snow ski.
The first skiing one was on Her Majesty's Secret Service with George Lazenby, as far as I know. But you had he did Dr. No, then he did From Russia with Love, then he did Goldfinger, which is a classic, absolute classic.
Which one with the keys to the silver teeth?
That's Jaws. That's Roger Moore. That was Roger Moore. Yeah, he was in two of them. That's The Spy Who Loved Me and Moonraker.
Yeah,
great. Like Roger Moore's fantastic. I mean, that's the thing. Roger Moore was actually older than Sean Connery.
He was.
So he took it on long.
You know what's funny?
Live and Let Die.
You know what's funny about like in the old days, like Hollywood actors, and then the 60s, 70s, 80s. Yeah, the actors were like 55, and then they're nicking like 22-year-old birds.
Well, Daniel Craig now, so he's got the bird in the new one now. She's got to be like 26.
I thought he was more woke now and not do that.
He's 53, but he looks great physically. He's the best physical Bond, I think.
But I thought they were going to stop all that because the whole woke thing nowadays. And
one of the things we got is they've changed. Like we got a new double. Like so in the new one, Craig is no longer 007. He's actually been decommissioned as a 00 agent. Okay. Obviously, he's still James Bond, obviously, because that's who he is. But he's been decommissioned, I think, as 00. And the new 00 is a female.
So are we going to have the next one's going to be 007 female?
No. James Bond will always be James Bond.
Oh, so will they do 008?
But they've introduced... Well, there was a 00... Sean Bean was 006 in GoldenEye. There's meant to be 10 00 agents.
Oh, okay.
But he's always been 007. But he's been decommissioned, and now we have the girl from Captain Marvel, who's she was like back in, anyway. So we got a new female 00 agent, which is good, because I do feel like I've always believed like it's good to bring in new characters. I don't mind having because they do want that diversity in Bond.
Yeah, they need it. You can't, a white male having just one white man on it's an issue. No,
so what they've done is they've got now that they've introduced Moneypenny is what's her name? I forgot her name. Fantastic actress.
I think we need that 008 bird.
Well, we've now got
lady. Sorry, the bird. You can't say bird. Sorry.
Well, they're no longer Bond. They're no longer Bond girls. They're Bond women.
Bond women.
So
it's like a bat person.
Yeah. So now we now have an Afro-Caribbean female 007 agent. And that's good. Okay. That's a good thing. But you don't change James Bond. At the end of the day, James Bond is a...
Can I be Janine Bond?
He is a...
sister.
He's gender fluid 00 agent.
Transsexual.
No, but
James Bond.
He's an orphan from Scotland. Yeah. His parents died in a skiing accident. That's
aristocrat.
That's his background. Yeah, he's middle class, but he doesn't like being middle class, so he kind of resents that. That's all part of the 50 odd years of history that we know about 007. So bringing in all this,
people want to change that.
No, but I don't mind seeing, and I love seeing. If someone said to us, "It's going to be Idris is going to be the new 009, which is his team up partner," I'd be like, "Bang!" I'd love that. Yeah, he's got the sophistication to come in and do that.
So you wouldn't have him as a 007?
He could be a 00 agent.
Yeah,
but he can't be James Bond.
Why can't he be James Bond?
Can Tom Hardy be Shaft?
If they want that,
can Tom Hardy be John
want.
Shaft, the Brooklyn detective?
They can do what they want, mate.
Richard E. Grant is Shaft. Come on,
They
mate.
do what they want.
No.
No.
It's not about not allowing diversity in characters. It's about respecting the history of a character and then also bringing in the modern world that we live in today and incorporating the diversity that we have today. If Q's, homosexual in the next episode, I don't give a damn.
What Q was homosexual?
No, he's the same bloke from Layer Cake, isn't he?
Yeah, Sydney.
Sydney, yeah.
Fucking Sydney.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, shoot you.
Yeah. Good actor, Ben Winston.
That's what got him James Bond, Daniel Craig.
Layer Cake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what got him.
That was quite, I think, evident. People said that.
Yeah, that's what got him in. And Layer Cake's fantastic.
So if you had a call, if I said to you now, right, you are... You know who's actually bought into the... You know who owns the franchise? So obviously still...
Disney?
Barbara Broccoli and whoever his name is, I can't remember his name. But they still own 007, but they've sold a massive part of it to Amazon. But they've made a deal that they will not turn James Bond into anything on Amazon. It's still going to be a movie. But that's what I'm saying, right? So let's say you got this new female 00 agent.
Yeah.
If you said to me now she's going to have a spin-off show on Amazon and
that'll definitely happen.
Which could easily happen.
They're definitely going to do that, aren't they?
I'd be well behind that.
I'd watch it as well.
Yeah, I'd watch it all day long.
Yeah.
But you can't be changing James Bond. James Bond is who he is. You know what I mean? Like that's who he. Obviously, you can change the actor, but you can't change the. You can't do that. You know.
Well, we'll see.
That's my opinion.
We'll see what happens, won't we?
Of course.
I think what we done with.
So I'm looking forward to Bond. Yeah, that's going to be excellent.
Yeah.
So. Pub, it's been good. Do you know what, guys?
Great.
We'd love some feedback. Let us know.
Yes.
Is the pub a better idea? We've got some bad boy lighting up in here. We can get pints. Obviously, next time be minus the fire alarm.
Hopefully.
We don't know what happened there.
That never happened before.
But the sooner we get off here, the sooner I can nick this pint because I've kind of been talking too much.
Yeah, you've been talking too much.
I've been talking.
And it'll be good. We'll have a bit of breakfast.
The live one's the wilder one. Then we'll do another one here.
Yeah. We'll do the wilder one here, won't we?
Yeah.
So we'll probably do it
in this section here.
So we could actually watch it. You can't really watch it here. We have to change it around because